And you should normally be able to see it because you're on the list. And if you don't, I got the link.
Are you tired of paying expensive electricity bills to your...
And the link is... Let's see if that timer's working yet. No, it says starting in. Start. Huh, the timer was working beautifully last night. I don't know what it's doing now. Oh, now I lowered everything to... Well, I guess it's only a demo. It doesn't matter.
Starting soon.
Yeah, but it should be counting down.
Let's see. It's starting in... I don't see...
Yeah, it's not giving me... It's not counting. I've got it started. It says... let me try to start it again. Start. Start. Every time I hit start, it restarts. Oh, weird. Let me close it. Try to reopen the timer. Might have to get a different one. I hope that timer's not broken. Let me check the task manager.
You hear about this new thing? They say you can get paid for watching YouTube videos.
No.
Yeah, they basically, some guy was talking about something about Facebook and likes and all kinds of crazy stuff, and it's like 800, I don't know if it's 800 minutes or 800 points. I think it's 800 points. So something to do with points and the algorithms and all this stuff.
Huh.
Yeah.
So the timer's not working today. It worked yesterday, and now all it says is starting in. And I don't know why that would be. I got 15 minutes dialed in for it to run. 15 minutes, start. Let me check the properties. Properties. Oh, I know what. I think that is tied to it. Here we go. Nope, wrong one. think I'm supposed to open up a... I don't know. Hmm. I need to find that his page where his little help file. His program doesn't have a little help button on it, and I don't know if I'm loading it up right.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find it. Oh man, I don't understand. Everything is failing today. My little timer window and my little globe, spinning globe, they're not working. It says they're working, but they're not showing up.
I just found there's an OBS timer,
Yeah.
and you can actually download the file. I'll try to find it for you, and then I'll send you the link. You can download it, and basically it comes up in seconds. So you can like adjust it for how many seconds you want. So let's just say 5 minutes, and you just put in the amount of time you want.
Well, that's the way this one's supposed to work.
Mm-hmm.
Um, mm,
It's a script, and then you just you open up OBS,
mm-hmm.
and then you go to, let's see. Oh, it must be tools, and then down to scripts, and then you hit the plus bar down bottom, and wherever it downloaded to. Oh wait, let's see. Clock so.
Okay. I don't need the little globe in there. It's just kind of fun to look at.
Uh-huh. I like.
Okay, let's try this timer thing again. GDI. Oh,
Maybe you can check that one too.
all right. Read from file. Select. Browse.
Oh boy, they make this stuff not complicated, but just long process. Everything's a process until you get it. You try it and then you get used to it, and then it's like, oh, okay.
Right.
But to set it up on the fly, it's like, oh, what the hell?
I'm having it use the wrong thing, I think. What is this tool called? Stream timer. Timer and last use setting files are saved in timer text and timer config, which are created next to this program. So you just put the file in the folder on your desktop or something else. You need to use it in OBS's. Start OBS. Turn the countdown on for whatsoever seconds. In OBS, add new text data and check the read from file box. Set the file to timer text, which will be next to my program. When you start the countdown, it should look like this in OBS. And that's it. You can use the program without any problem. You found a bug that doesn't work. That's not working. That's exactly what I've done. Read from file. In OBS, add new text GDI and check read from file box. Set the file to timer text. When you start the countdown, it should look like this. Okay, let's take this one out and try it again. Add a new text GDI. read from file, browse, timer text. Let's go into downloads. Let's go find it. I'm such a jerk. I didn't write or I was downloading so much stuff. I downloaded, then it's like, well, what folder did I put it in? Open file location. Where's it at? Downloads. Timer config. I got the timer to work, but that's wonky. It
0 seconds, right? Oh, that looks good.
right. I can set that to 30 minutes as well. But it's supposed to have the text that goes...
Starting soon.
Exactly. It's supposed to have some text that goes with it.
Are you using that in OBS?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a beginning and an end? What program are you?
I'm using that one you linked to me to yesterday. Live OBS... What the hell was it called? Just the OBS stream timer. The one you linked yesterday. I can put my own starting soon up there, you know. It's not a big deal.
Okay, it says start OBS and my program. Turn the countdown on for whatever seconds you want. Just be sure you created the file. Add new text, GDI, and check the file box from read file.
Yeah. So you click on text GDI, you go to properties, and then right under where it says font, select font, you got the check read from file button.
Uh-huh.
and then you direct it to the timer.txt folder, a file. And then you can set a background color or do anything else you want with it. So like this, I will set this to have a background color. Center. Do. Okay, failures. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. I think the aerial may have worked better. Oh, I don't now again. It's all these little things. It's little things. It's unfortunate that for whatever reason, OBS has got a game capture, but they don't have an app capture. Meaning that I can't just create a screen just for the failures. Which is really strange. But I've been reading on it, and at the moment there's no way to do it. There's no way it won't treat an application like a game. So, meaning with Microsoft Flight Simulator, I can use it. It creates a window for it so we can look at me broadcasting my game. But I can't open up failures and do the very same thing with it. You know what I mean?
Unless you did it on screen.
Yeah, unless you have another, like you do it on display screen like this. And then it's so small that
You can't read.
people that are watching, they can't read it. They can hear us saying, "Oh, okay, here it's a system failure, it's a this failure, it's a that failure." But this guy didn't. This guy doesn't give us any way. Even though it's got the little draggy in the corner, you can't expand this thing to a full screen size. So we have to do a real good job of explaining that, okay, well, in the background, we have a failures tool, and I can go to the screen and say, well, it's so small and stuff, I'm not going to really be describing it. I'm not going to be showing it too much on screen because it's so small, it doesn't really work. So when you're hearing me referring to the failures that I'm working on, one, we have the set all failures to possibilities, and then we have the different systems and engines panels that things could fail on. And so when we make rolls or I'm referring to a system failure, an engine failure, or a panel failure, or a general options failure, or whatever, one of these numbers, these are the numbers that I'm going to be tweaking as we're doing our flying, or changing the weather or other things inside the simulator itself. So as changes are being made, you may not see them on the screen, me mucking about in here. Just know that we are mucking about. Okay, so to start this flight, we are going to start out nice and safe at our arrival at our takeoff airport, and we are setting all possibility of failures to 1%. Just so you're comfortable knowing that we're going to get into the air, everything should be fine. And then as soon as we get into the air, it immediately goes up to 5%. Something like that. So thanks for joining the call, Jane. Thanks for joining the call. Everybody loves you. All your fans are going to be tuning in to see if we crash you or not. So here we go. And first thing we need to do is I also need to get my random dice generator out. I don't even remember what I called it. Oh no.
You know what's funny though too, because if I play along, right, I'm gonna get a random failure too. So you might get something different than I'll get, right?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Same thing. I don't remember where I saved the damn tool now. Shh, come on. Really?
You limited the number of failures to 20.
Yeah. I should limit it less.
I'll set mine to 10. And then the failure possibility percentage is what, 5?
I'm set to, yeah, I'll just set it at 5. Oh, and I was using a website. No wonder it wasn't an app. I was using the D&D. I was using a D&D dice generator. Let's see if there's another one out there that I can. If not, that D&D one worked good, except that I had to move around a lot, creating different dice types. All right. So yeah, there now on the screen you see my random dice generator. So I'm going to be using a random dice generator to generate different types of dice. So for these different failure systems, some might, will generally be rolling a D6, D10s, and D30s and D100s. So during the flight, I'm going to be at these set periods, or if somebody makes a donation in the live chat, we roll dice. So settle in, and we're going to get this flight going. So we have to first randomly generate. The reason why I need this up is we have to first randomly generate your airplane. So there's about what was there? How many planes is there? All right, so in Microsoft Flight Simulator now, getting the planes, we have, I think there's like 20 planes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 16, 20, 24, 27, 32. There are 32 planes. Okay, so the first thing we do is pick your plane. So we go into the random dice generator, and we need one 32-sided dice. And I submit that, and I come down here. Now, because you're a celebrity, check this out. You have we can give you advantages or not advantages. So in this case, it's not going to make any real difference. But since you're a celebrity, I'm going to set this to advantage, and I'm going to set this to charisma because you're a celebrity, and you get the benefit of the doubt for being very charismatic. And then I'm going to roll the dice. So how did this work? Rolled 1d32 with an advantage plus 1 for charisma equals 24. So 32, 39, 38, 37, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24. The JMB aircraft VL3. Never flown this thing, so I could crash us.
JMB, okay, hold on.
Uh-huh. So we'll do this before I announce that. We've already randomly rolled your plane. This is the plane we came up with, so we don't have to waste their time with that. So remember to get their plane in order. And I should, normally what we should do too is, check the route, and we could do a bunch of other preliminary stuff. Okay, so this one is going to be from David. This is David Bowie. So it doesn't really matter. I don't want to go to the UK right now. It's too busy.
Yeah.
How long is like a Boston to New York?
About hour and 30 minutes.
Okay, so let's do that. Let's find Boston. There's Logan International.
Mm-hmm.
And set that as the departure. And we'll go to LaGuardia. Right? Or Kennedy.
It's up to you.
LaGuardia.
Yeah, LaGuardia.
All right, so set as the arrival. That's a 160 nautical mile trip. And we're going to set this to, since we're in a small plane, this is going to be, we don't have to set instrument flight rules, we can. So this is something to think about. Do we just run it? Because this is a small plane, but we know how to use our instruments. I'll set it up as an IFR. All right. To save time, I'm not going to muck about with flight plans, show them sky vector, or any of that. I don't think, because we want to concentrate on them.
Right.
Okay. So, all right, we got your flight plan on here, and this is a demonstration of what Microsoft Flight Simulator can do. If you don't know how to do any of this, make sure you like the you like and subscribe to this stream. During the week, myself and Paul usually are flying about training all this stuff, and if you'd like to learn how, we'd be more than happy to show you. So like and subscribe, and during the days, we can do that if you're interested in flying. But today's not about that. Today's all about you, our guest celebrity, and getting you safe to your destination. Mostly. Mostly
the best we can.
Exactly, because the odds are against us, but you have the power of charisma, and just you being here, being the celebrity that you are. Oops, I'm on the wrong screen. The power of you alone will keep this plane in the air. I can feel it. So pardon the delay, we've got a loading screen right now in Microsoft Flight Simulator, so if you'd like to take a minute and go ahead and talk to some people about your next show and what you're doing, and, please do. You have the mic, Captain. Well, why yes, Kineas and Paul, thank you. After all, I am David Bowie. And so I'm dead now. So I'm doing shows everywhere, all the time. I'm really busy all the time. And my next show, again, you're flying me to LaGuardia, so yeah, I'll be doing a show in LaGuardia.
We have to group up too, right?
Yeah.
And set yours to daytime too, I think. Yep.
Yeah, I must have not be set to live time. It can't be that dark over there. What is going on?
No, not at all.
What time is it over there?
It's only it's 4 p.m. Just on left hand side, click live.
Yeah, it is not working. Clear Skies works. It's not responding. Neither is my slider. That's the day for you, I tell you. Wow. So the only thing I can think to do is use my graphic skills and sit down tonight with the failures menu, the failures panel, and create another panel that we can use as a visual on the screen, a graphic that just shows, so when something happens, I can put up a screen for them to see and put a check mark in something, or type in a percentage or something. So I might have to create a little graphic, or either way. Maybe that's just getting too involved, and we don't need that. But it is interesting for people to see our process, or like on game shows, when there's a dice roll, there's some graphic going up on the screen. You know what I mean? Roll the dice, or it's a bad one, or little things that happen during events. at moments in the show. Like when the timer goes off, when the timer flashes red, maybe on the screen it should throw out an animation saying roll the dice or failure change or something. Flight conditions live. All players. What is going on? All my live stuff is toggled off. Or you see, all my live is grayed out.
Yeah, I see that. It usually is. Let's see. Off group, all player. Click all player, right? Is that on?
Yeah. AI traffic shouldn't matter.
Oh, and then click on custom for weather.
No.
The slider didn't work there.
Well, that's for... Yeah, but that's not live. Oh, maybe, hold on. Now let's try doing live. 4:02 p.m. over there? About?
4 p.m.
Okay. Where are you? Oh, shit. I'm moving too fast. I didn't set it to IFR. The only, and it's probably not going to be a concern. It doesn't matter if I'm set to IFR or not, but it does if we go for a landing and they tell us IFR, the weather's so bad they won't let you land. In which case you have to land. So don't want to do that. Okay. Welcome aboard. Here's the flight. We shouldn't have to muck about with anything else. It's kind of slick plane. It's all cush leather in here.
Yeah, interior is wicked nice.
Yeah. Wow.
Look at the stitching.
Yes, that's all fine. That's all fine work right there. That's probably hand stitched.
Yeah, Italian.
Could be even Corinthian.
Yeah.
That's right. The Italian, isn't that Corinthian or is that Spanish? What's the Corinthian leather? That's Italian. You're right. That Corinthian.
Looks good.
All right.
Like Maserati seats.
And here's our flight plan in the GPS, and we're gonna, to keep you safe, I'm gonna mostly be doing that, unless you don't want me to. If you want to add some more variables to this, you can tell me. I don't want you to use the GPS. I want you to fly this thing manually, Kinius. So, all right, here we go.
We're gonna team up.
Oh. I don't think this thing has an autopilot. And I can say she's got some guts. She floats like a bee, man. Just catches the air beautifully. She wants to fly, that's for sure.
Boston Tower JMB Aviation Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra continue for west departure.
Alright, I need to set the timer for 30 minutes. one. Yes. $30.
Go right over the little section that says Boston, 3.75 miles. You come right in, you can see the skyline of the Prudential building.
Boston Tower JMB Aviation Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra frequency change. Boston approach JMB.
You look to the right, that's the Tobin Bridge, which goes into East Boston.
31 miles east of Boston, 2,500 feet. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace. JMB Aviation Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Boston approach. Clock 0136.
So that's Boston ahead right there. That, yeah, right there.
0136.
Yep, keep going straight there.
X-Ray Golf Sierra. JMB Aviation X-Ray Golf Sierra radar contact 1 mile northwest of Boston, 2,000 feet. Cleared through the Bravo airspace. Maintain strong navigation. Cleared through the Bravo airspace. JMB Aviation X-Ray Golf Sierra.
All right, we're coming up on, we're orange at the moment. Have to keep an eye on that. Very beautiful down there. That's the, is that the Prudential building? I don't know. My building's around here.
To your left, yep.
Right there, I think.
Yep, that is Prudential.
All right. Keeping my eye on my GPS. Looks like we're going to be making a turn here. That's a huge building, whatever that is right there. Looks like it's almost...
That's a John Hancock.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we've passed the 5-minute mark. We need to raise our failure level. So, we have 26 minutes left. So, do we go to 10% now, you think?
10%, Roger.
All right, and we also have to make sure that we hit connect and start. And if you've already started it, you have to hit stop and start again to make sure that it kicks in. Yeah, this thing doesn't have a, as far as I can tell, this thing doesn't have an autopilot. This is all, you have to fly it by hand.
This is all make it or break it.
Mm-hmm. All right, something else we need to think about is our first teleport. Right, it's an hour-long flight. we need to get there in 30 minutes. So we can't do it in 30 minutes in this plane.
Mm-hmm. So we up the ante to 25%.
Yeah. So we have to also allow that time for getting in there to land, which is almost like 5 minutes long. I mean, you know how long a damn approach is. So should we teleport to the halfway mark at this point?
Yeah, we could do that.
All right. Actually, before we do our first jump, we are going to increase the odds to around 20 or 30% when we do our first jump to Midland. But we also have to roll a random, meaning just another type of random failure. So let me get my dice roller here, the website, and I need to roll a 1 6-sided die. Let's turn off these advantages.
Oh my God, this plane is amazing.
So we got a 4. 1, 2, 3. That would be an air traffic control diversion. An air traffic control issue. Huh. Maybe air traffic control issue shouldn't be such a... I don't know. Because normally then it's like, well, what do? Do we have to... What would they want us to do? Go up, go down, turn left, or turn right? I don't know. So maybe we don't do those. Maybe we just... Let's just maybe stick to weather. 4.
Or we find a closer airport, and we do you know, like a major engine failure. See what we can do because it's a smaller plane. Maybe too much. We want to at least attempt to make it, right?
Right, we want to make it. But I keep thinking, you know, because I'm just going to jump. I mean, I could make a diversion, an air traffic control diversion. Could be simple. It could be just any up, down, 1,000 feet in any direction. If we do something like that. But that's not going to make any damn difference. So... Yeah, so let's say that, yeah, it is, and it's the nearest diversion. All you need to do in this case is just divert from the flight plan, get over the nearest airport, and we're good. So let's just do that. We fly over to Norwood Memorial, and once I'm over the top of it, we've accomplished our thing. And now we're going to do our first teleport. And we're going to travel to the cruise point in the flight. And we're going to go ahead and keep the live time. Now, things can go wrong during a teleport. I mean, well, it'll be all right in this case. We're not using an autopilot or anything. But when you have autopilots and navigation stuff and GPS stuff set or whatever, when you do a teleport, it can make things go haywire. So that in itself can be kind of bad probability. But we're also going to now go out to our set all failures, and we're going to set our failures to, well, this would be quarter, so what, 25%? A quarter of the flight. So I'm setting to 25%, and then you have to stop and start
That's 25% on the set all failure possibilities.
Yeah.
Providence approach JMB Aviation Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra.
Okay, so we're at the top of the cruise phase, and we need to spend at least 5 minutes in the top of the cruise phase before we do our next teleport. And we'll roll a random.
Golf Sierra Providence approach. Squawk 3325.
Squawk 3325 JMB Aviation X-ray Golf Sierra.
This thing's acting like it's got an autopilot. What is it doing? I think I'm having a failure. I've got a red screen and the plane's pulling real hard. What is this? I've got a warning light.
I see that light.
Yeah, that's what's going
That's
on.
a warning light.
It feels
Engine.
like it. Sure enough, the engine's dying. I'm getting other warning lights here. What is this? The landing gear is broken.
Yep, I got that now.
Oh, yeah, and the engine's dying.
Oh shit.
So 25, you see, that's what I mean. 25% at 20 different failures. So that could bring the flight right to an. I'm stabilizing.
Yeah.
But I can't tell if the engine's dying and I'm getting momentum just from the forward falling, you know what I mean? Just because I'm falling, the engine would be... I don't see any RPMs though, and I don't hear... Well... Yeah, I see that I'm getting RPM. I'm not getting a lot though. If we look on our RPMs over here, we have it, and I'm getting a reading. Getting very low fuel.
Get that engine warning light again.
I'm in the wrong screen. I gotta remember to do that. We gotta turn on like auto scene switcher or something so that it always comes back. We've got 17 minutes left. Alright. We just need a few more minutes here and then we do our next jump. I really don't want to make it longer than a half an hour and bore somebody, but it's unfortunate because we're not doing a whole lot of flying, you know what I mean? And like showing them around. But then again, that's kind of boring too. So maybe this is more exciting. I don't know. It's just a little game show. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's not that big of a deal. All right, we're gonna go ahead and risk it now, and we're gonna go ahead and do our next jump, and we increase it to now. Oh, my engine there it pooped out. Okay. At this point, I have to get us to the ground safely.
JMB Aviation Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra approach, continuing. Altimeter 29.902.
Yeah, I've got a second warning light now up here. An oil pressure failure. Alright, we made the 5-minute requirement up in here. Here we go for our next jump, travel 2. We're traveling to the top of the descent. And we have to increase the chances of failure now to 50%. So 50% in the failures. Hit stop, hit start. The whole plane should just explode at this point.
50%. Guaranteed.
Approach
Now I got a low fuel warning. Left tank, low fuel warning. Fuel pressure has fixed itself. We're at descent RPMs. We don't have much more power than like a descent RPM. We're having elevator and aileron issues. The plane is wanting to turn and list to one side. And we need to spend 5 minutes in this phase and roll another random. So it's going to be hard for me to roll while I'm trying to keep this plane still, but let's see if I can do this, do two things at once. Okay, go to our failure screen, go to our dice roller. Where's the web page? Dice roller. I'm turning. Where did my dice roller go? Oh, I hope I didn't close it. Oh man. No, the plane. Now I have no aileron. I have no left aileron control. I can only spin right. I've got to try to turn this around and get us pointing at least the right direction and be able to sustain this for 5 minutes for the next jump. I can't even do it. I can't, because I keep spinning around. I can't go forward.
Oh, see, now this would be good if we had autopilot.
Oh, but the autopilot would be braking. It wouldn't. And we're in a turn, and we're falling, and I can't control it. I can't keep. Oh, there. Hold on. She just stabilized, and now she's flipping the other way. Oh, I've lost all.
Oh no.
Vertical. Yeah, I can't raise the nose. And I can't. She's not responding to lateral controls, so I can't straighten out. I'm in a nosedive.
Oh, jeez. Vertical.
And, yeah.
Oh, no. 2,500.
Yeah, well, I've got a parachute. See ya!
This is about time. Bye.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. So 50% with 20 things set. I don't know, that's kind of interesting. So I'm sorry I crashed. It's just end of the flight. We have 12 minutes left. Go ahead and tell us about your next show.
Congratulations.
Okay. So we've killed a celebrity on this test run of Will I Kill a Celebrity? Thank you for tuning into the show. I'm going to stop this live stream, put this one in the can, and we're going to start up another one in just a moment. Like and subscribe. And again, if you like actually learning how to fly, we'll do our best to try to teach you during the week. So like and subscribe. I'm going to end this live stream now, and I'll be back in a few short minutes with another celebrity. Will I crash a celebrity?